from To Live, Love, Learn. For those of you YouTubers that don't know me yet, I am Meg. I'm a follower of Christ, a wife, mother to 4 children. We homeschool, and we currently live in Mexico. We've lived in lots of other places, but right now we're in Mexico. I'm a wannabe blogger, and I'm a lover of learning. I love to learn new things. I just recently posted on my blog, actually last week, about my 2014 life cleanse. This is basically a program I've made for myself that just is going to help me hopefully reach the next level in my life. I want to create lasting change in myself, in different areas, in my spirituality, in my physical nature and physical body, and also my mind and emotions. So if you want to learn more about that, I'll put the link at the bottom, and you can go to my blog and read up on the whole plan I've got going there. This blog is actually just to talk about the food cleanse portion of my journey. I started about 2 weeks ago, and actually at this point I've only taken out wheat and sugar. Sugar meaning processed sugar. I'm also not using any honey or agave, any added sweetener at all. I'm just kind of focusing on fruits and, vegetables that have sugars in them, obviously. But I'm trying to take all artificial sugars and processed sugars out of my diet. Wheat as well. I will probably go gluten-free completely, but at this point I'm just doing wheat. Why did I choose a food cleanse? I know that's kind of controversial in the world right now. It's kind of a fad, but this is actually my third official, meaning like planned out food cleanse. I've always tried to eat healthy for my body. I know eating healthy is kind of different for every person. Every body is different. But for me, I've tried to pay attention and listen to my body and see what's best for me. This is my third official cleanse. And I'm going to tell you why I chose a cleanse. Now, cleanses are generally when you take certain things out of your diet to help cleanse the toxins out of your body. Now, ideally, we would be eating healthy all the time and not have those toxins in our body. And that's actually my first reason that I do food cleanses. I am a food addict. I love food, but besides that, I also cope with food. Like if I'm lonely, if I'm sad, if I'm stressed, if I'm worried, I go to food to cope. And unfortunately, that causes problems. Not just in the weight gain area, but also I personally go to the foods that aren't generally the healthiest foods. So anyway, that's why I chose a food cleanse. It starts me back on track, gets me more focused to not only listening to my body, to how I feel, but also finding different coping mechanisms and forcing myself not to use food as a coping mechanism. So that's probably my absolutely first reason, most important reason for using food cleanses. My second reason would be actually cleanses for me create more enjoyment in food, like natural whole foods, because I don't know, sometimes I just get tired. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to eat salad, I don't want to eat fruit, I don't want to eat things that are good for me. But a food cleanse, since I'm taking out all the processed and not as good of foods for you, then I'm forced to eat those whole and natural foods, and they start to taste better, and I start to want them more and seek them out more, and my body tells me that I need those things, and so kind of restarts my system and my thinking so that I want to eat those foods again. And it also makes me more grateful for them. My prayers include, thank you so much for those beautiful pears I had today, and things like that. It makes me much more grateful for the food I have. And then my third reason for using a food cleanse is for me, I do feel a difference in my body when I'm done. I feel my body is cleaner. It's kind of like getting an oil change, I guess you would describe it. My body feels like it's working better in all of its systems. Um, my skin is clearer. I don't have any sinus issues or allergy feeling issues. And I feel more energetic. My mind is clearer. I'm able to focus more, and I don't have that like foggy brain where I can't really focus on things. So those are probably my top 3 reasons for doing a food cleanse. Now at this point, I'm just in the first stage. I've just taken out wheat and sugar. I already do not eat dairy generally. You know, occasionally I do, like if we're at a friend's house or something and it would be socially awkward to turn down ice cream or something with milk in it, then yeah, I'll have some. Or sometimes my husband likes to take everybody out to ice cream or pizza, then I will have some dairy, but that's really occasionally, and I try to avoid it whenever possible because my body doesn't like it, unfortunately. I love it, but my taste buds love it, but my body doesn't. And then I also do not eat a lot of hardly ever red meat or pork products. So those are already kind of out of my diet anyway, so I'm just saying, okay, now I'm going to be really strict about it and not have it once I've started my food cleanse, which I have now, and also not do sugars and wheat. So my next step, my husband is going to join me in, and we will go completely vegan, which means no animal products whatsoever. We'll probably do that for a week or 2 weeks, depending on how he wants to do it. I haven't sat down with him and made an actual plan. And then from vegan, we will go down to strictly fruits and vegetables, meaning we'll take out the legumes and the grains, and then we will go down to juice. I'm thinking probably 2 or 3 days. Last time we did it for 3 days. I only lasted 2 days. I was also very naive, you could also call it dumb, and was still breastfeeding when I did my last cleanse. I was at the very end of it, but still you would be amazed at the liquids that it takes to breastfeed. So anyway, I am not breastfeeding. I just finished breastfeeding our 4th child, so that's why I'm going to hurry up and get this cleanse done before we plan on having another one, because that's kind of been what's holding me back in other years for doing a cleanse. I've either been breastfeeding or pregnant. So while I have a little break, I'm going to take advantage of that, and hopefully we can do the juice then for the full 3 days, maybe even 4 or longer. We'll see kind of how we feel, because we are still living our regular life. You know, we're not taking vacation or anything. So we kind of have to have the correct amount of nutrients and everything to live our normal lives. And then once we're done with the juice portion of it, we will go back to fruits and vegetables, and then we will go back to vegan, and then we will go back to hopefully an overall healthier for us overall diet. And I'm really hoping from that point on I can regulate my sugar intake. I'll see. I'm hoping to find out from this cleanse whether wheat is something that I'm allergic to, or if it's gluten. And hopefully by the end of that, I'll kind of have that figured out and know whether I need to take it completely out of my diet or just regulate it a little bit more. So yeah, that's where I'm at on the food cleanse portion of it. I hope to be doing more of these vlogs. I had been writing it down, but then it was taking so much time to write everything that I'm going to try the vlogging to see how that works for me. And this will document not only how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, but also kind of keep me up to date, and also, you know, keeping at it. It'll give me more motivation, I'm hoping. So anyway, I hope too that some of this may be helpful for someone else. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, and please visit my blog as well. I'm going to be writing more on how this journey is going there. And at tolivelovelearn@wordpress.com, and hope to see you there. We'll talk to you later.